throughout social media. We will get you out of here well before the top of the hour, give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners at professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and at Sports Chat Play. So let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. And right with us here today will be Brian Bitler, Brad Francis, David Racey, Jay Briggs, Rod Zawacky. Jovan will be signing in momentarily, and here's how they'll sign up for the lineup for this evening. Bitler, Racey, Briggs, Francis, Burts, Zawacky, then I will close this one out. We're through the regular season of college basketball. Now it's conference tournaments for this week until we get to Selection Sunday. And then, boy, next week, the following week, we're into the March Madness. It's already here. Still NBA. We're not forgetting about NBA. Still NHL. Baseball still about a week and about 10 days away with that Dodger Padres series coming up. And then, of course, the U.S. opening day, March 28th. So, boy, more sports. This calendar is busy in March. So let's get this show underway. Welcome in Brian Bitler. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Also, we'll find out about his video series here at Pick Dogs. Brian, what's happening?
Day on Sunday, hoping to follow it up Monday with a small card winning day. Definitely a lot on deck with the conference tournaments coming up this week.
Yep, check those calendars. Check the game. Some teams play back-to-back. Some teams don't. They get days off here. So a lot going on here in conference tournament action here. We get to WCC now. We're getting serious now with these games. St. Mary's here is going to be facing here Santa Clara. This one in Vegas, neutral site. Always check the courts. St. Mary's now up to, overnight they were 9.5. Now they're up to 11 now, total 135.5.
Yeah, and I'm not a guy who usually likes to light chalk, but I'm going to look here at the St. Mary's Gales taking on the Santa Clara Broncos here in this West Coast Conference tournament taking place in Las Vegas, Nevada tonight. St. Mary's comes in ranked 23rd in the country, but I think they need a good showing tonight against the Broncos. Really need that 10-point higher win, for their resume. But I guess now with that spread going up to 11, you're going to need a 12-point win or higher. But this Gales team, off that humiliating loss to Gonzaga, I think where they got their doors blown off, they need to come back showing some heat tonight. St. Mary's, close game with this team last time they met up. I think this Gales team should get some action here on the other side. Santa Clara better should be flocking to them late, especially with this high rise in that line. St. Mary's ranks 4th in the country defensive rating-wise. Santa Clara clocks in just 147th. So I'll look for this pedestrian Gales team to get some points on the board against this Santa Clara defense. Only thing I worry about is a free throw shooting from St. Mary's down the stretch, just 68% on the year. Hopefully that doesn't come into play. But I'm going to lay the points here at St. Mary's.
All right, Brian here laying the points here with St. Mary's here against Santa Clara. Yeah, I'm always nervous here about giving Santa Clara some points because, they have that veteran coach Herb Sendek over there. We saw them get the win against San Francisco as a home dog recently. Although, St. Mary's has punished teams this year. They pounded, they actually pounded Santa Clara in Santa Clara. Then it was a little bit more competitive when they played at St. Mary's. So, of course, that was earlier in the season. So your thoughts here? Actually, it wasn't not too long ago, actually, a 5-point win there. But anyway, your thoughts here on this coaching matchup?
Yeah, I think that is an advantage here for Santa Clara. I also worry about the 2-point or so line move. Now, normally I like it when my line goes the other way. But here, I was looking at a 10-point win here for St. Mary's. So this bump up or so might come into play. But if they can hit their free throws down the stretch, and hopefully the coaching doesn't cost the St. Mary's the game here late. But I think they get a 15-point win. I'm going to stick with St. Mary's.
Yeah, St. Mary's, has been their mantra here. They've been pounding teams. You got them with some rest here. That's the benefit here. Santa Clara played on Saturday. So, again, look at these schedules because some of these are not back-to-back spots. They beat San Diego in the opening round at Santa Clara, but they got the Sunday off. So they don't need to take Sundays off anymore. BYU left the conference. So they can just keep playing.
Yep.
Right? So
for sure.
All right, so 11. There are some 11s, so I'm going to tell you to do your line shopping out there. So this 11 is the sharpest book in the world, but there's a lot of 11.5, so it's pretty much split out there. 11, 11.5. Brian will be here on St. Mary's, laying the points here, laying the 11, 11.5 here against Santa Clara. This one will have a start time tonight, 9 Eastern time. You'll catch this one over on ESPN. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Of course, NBA on the board, 6-game card. We got lots of college hoops on the board, as well as action here on the ice. You're enjoying a very good college basketball season this year. Nearly 2,300 units of profit. Perfect time for those long-term passes. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I got one college basketball, 2 NBA tonight. My titanium play is in college basketball. My titanium 67, 36, and 165% winners. Last 104 best bets. Also have an NBA high roller play I really like tonight, or you can get all 3 in my Money Shot Monday 3-pack over at pickdogs.com. Just $50. Now's the time to get in on that long-term pass. I know college basketball tournament pass, just $289. Use code PICK at checkout, 15% off of that.
That's right, guys. Got a board with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs Premium. Promo code PICK at checkout. Save that 15% off. Long-term pass will serve you well. Remember that 1-month pass, 30-day pass will get you the entire NCAAB tournament, all the conference tournaments, NIT, CBI, CIT, start of baseball for a couple weeks, your hockey or NBA. Great time to get those long-term passes, so get on board there with Brian Bitler. All right, Brian, as always, great having your show. Continue that success there. We'll catch up with you again later in the week, but we can catch up with you daily here on the Pick Dogs YouTube channel as you release your sharp contrarian plays.
Yeah, make sure every day you tune in to the Pick Dogs YouTube channel. I got my sharp betting contrarian predictions. Got to start working on tomorrow's video. I know it was a small card for today, but I'll have something for everybody. And then this weekend, hopefully I can join my good friends over at pickdogs.com, argue about some games, and have some fun.
Yeah, that's right. You got some games there. Catch up, Brian, there on the weekends as well. All right, Brian, have yourself a great night, and we'll catch up with you again Friday.
Thanks for having me, Tony. Catch you on Friday. Hopefully I'm streaking.
We're streaking. All right, Brian Bitler here on the drive-thru. We'll continue here on the drive-thru. Up next will be David Racey. Before we get to David Racey, I want to introduce a new feature here on the drive-thru. We call it Ask the Chat, right? We want to ask the chat. We want you guys to contribute with a show pick every day on the show. We'll start with one. Maybe we'll increase it as we go, but we'll start with one. Actually, we'll increase it once I figure out how I can do this easier. But anyway, the chat pick of the day is Warriors at Spurs. Warriors at Spurs tonight. So your choice will be A for the Warriors, B for the Spurs, C for the over 226.5, D for under 226.5. These are point spreads and totals. A, Warriors, B, Spurs +5, and C, just type in the chat. Let us know who you like in this game. Chat's 1-1. You had a winner and a loser, so welcome to get back, bounce back here with the chat room here on our chat pick of the day. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. Let's go ahead and welcome in David Racey. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Bring David in right now. We're ready to roll. Dave, what's happening?
Not much, Tony. How are you doing?
Doing awesome. All right, here we go. Tonight we go to NHL here. We were talking about this earlier. Rangers on a busy week. They're going to be hosting the Devils here. -127, total 6.5.
Yeah, it should be a decent game tonight here. Two rivals going at it, but I just like the Rangers in this game. The Rangers come in. They have struggled a little bit recently. They've lost 3 of 5. 2 of those losses came against Toronto and Florida, so 2 very good teams there. And overall, they've won 12 of their last 15 games. So they've been one of the hotter teams here in the NHL. They're really solid on both ends of the ice, and they've allowed 2 goals or fewer in 5 of their last 8 games. They are going with Jonathan Quick tonight, so we don't get Shesterkin. But Quick's been okay. When you look at his season numbers, he has been decent. I know recently he has struggled a little bit. But the Rangers are at home where they play very good. They're 22-8-0 at home. When you look at the Devils, they've lost 7 of their last 10. And defense and goaltending has been a huge issue for them. They've allowed at least 4 goals in 7 of those losses, and they're allowing 3.48 goals against per game. So not doing a great job of keeping the puck out of the net. They did make a couple moves at the deadline. They picked up 2 goalies. We'll see one of them here. Kakinen's in net. He'll be making his first start. But he had his own issues for San Jose. I know it's kind of tough to tell playing with San Jose how bad they are, how much is on him, how much is on that defense. But bottom line is his numbers are not good this year. He's had his issues, and I think between him or Quick, I'm going to take Quick every day of the week. So I like the Rangers at home. I know they have a busy week coming up. Could be a look-ahead spot, but I just really don't like this New Jersey defense. And at this price, I love the Rangers.
All right, David here on the Rangers here, -135 here against the Devils. Devils made the change at the top here, and so far just losing 2 of 3. The win against St. Louis, faced Tough competition, though, in Florida and Carolina, but gave up a lot of goals in those games. Matter of fact, they've got 4 or more, as we said here, over the past 5 games. No instant success with the coaching change.
Yeah, and we've seen this year, we've seen some teams make those changes and then they turn it around. We saw it with Edmonton, we saw it with a couple others, but this hasn't been the case yet. It's only a small sample size. But defensively, they need to get a whole lot better. They're just allowing way too many goals. And for a team like the Devils with the talent they have, I know they're right around the 500 mark, but allowing 3.48 goals against per game is really inexcusable when you have a team that really talent-wise probably should be in the postseason. We'll see where they end up. But, defensively it's been a mess. I don't know why they made the moves they did at the deadline to get these 2 goalies. I know the goalie market's never robust at the deadline, but to bring in these 2 goalies, I don't know if it's much of an improvement at all.
All right, there we go here with David here. Rangers here, minus 135 here against the Devils. This one tonight have a start time here, 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, David, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Of course, we do have a college conference action in conference tournaments in progress here, beginning here top of the hour. Also, we have NBA, lots of action on the ice. David enjoying a good NHL season, 1,695 units of profit over at Pick Dog. You can verify those numbers very easily by going to David's handicapper page. Go to his pick history. You'll see every play up there. All right, big night tonight. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, like you meant, a strong NHL season for me. So far, I'm actually 7-0 in my last 7 NHL plays. This weekend was great for me. Went 9-2 on Saturday, 6-2 on Sunday. So we'll look to keep it going here tonight. I actually have 5 premium plays tonight. I have 3 in college hoops, 2 in the NHL. I have them packaged up a couple different ways, so head on over to Pick Dogs Premium. Check it out, or pair me up with one of these other great handicappers. But whatever you decide, good luck, and let's continue to have a good start to the conference tournaments here.
That's right, guys. Get over with David Racey over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the great results there from David in NHL. As we mentioned here, great time to get the All Sports Pass. You want to try them out for 7 days or 1 month. It's all of his premium plays for that time period. Just like when you go to his handicapper page, make that purchase. Promo code PICK at checkout. Save that 15% off. Right, David, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again next week, but we can always catch your work in written form over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place.
Yep, that's right. Just head on over to pickdogs.com or sportschatplace.com. Right on the top of the site, you just go to the free pick tab, click on whatever sports you're looking for. And this time here with the conference tournaments, every single college hoops game is on both sites. So some of those smaller conferences that you might not know about, it's a great source of information. You can get some trends and get a free pick out of it. So head on over to the sites and check it out.
Check it out, guys, over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Check out David's written work. All right, David, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again next week.
All right, I appreciate it, Tony. Thank you.
As well. David Racey here on the Drive Thru. All right, we'll continue our show, guys. So far, we asked the chat. We have a chat. One of the newer features here at Pick Dogs is on our Drive Thru, I should say, is the chat pick of the day. We asked the chat for a pick, and so far it's split here. So the chat pick of the day will be Warriors of Spurs. If you like the Warriors, lane 5A, Spurs plus 5B, over 226.5 C. Under there is D there, under D there. So you guys tell us what you like in this game. Warriors A, Spurs B, the over C, and the under D there. So we'll wait for some more of your folks coming in with your chat pick of the day. All right, let's continue here on the Drive Thru. Up next, we're going to go ahead and welcome in Jay Briggs. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Hope you guys can catch the jam session that's airs here during the NBA season. Pick from all the games on the board from Jay. And, of course, you'll catch him here on the morning show as well. So let's bring Jay in right now, ready to roll here with some NBA action here. Jay, what's happening?
Tony T, what's happening, my man?
Everything's going great. All right, here we go tonight. We're going to go and look at, not this one, we might have moved the chains a little bit, but anyway, we are looking at this one. Okay, here we go. Celtics and Trailblazers going head-to-head. This game had a lot of movement, boy, with a lot of question marks as far as the Celtics injury side, about the entire starting lineup on the overnights were on the injury report, but it got cleaned up a bit. But Celtics here, 12 on the road, total 218.5.
Yeah, man, the injury report did clear up for the Celtics. I know they haven't been the best road favorite this season. Hey, I think this is the best team in the NBA in the East. They have lost to the Nuggets twice, but I think those are the two best teams, Nuggets and the Celtics. And the Blazers, they're one of the worst. He might be 29 of 30 right now in my power rankings. This team seems really disinterested. They go through and play lackadaisical basketball in certain stretches of their injury report is really ugly as well. If the Celtics come here and play Celtic-style basketball, I think they kick the crap out of the Blazers. I'm not overcomplicating this with Tony T. I'm laying the points here with a much better team, the Boston Celtics.
All right, Jay here just on here on the Celtics here, minus the 12 here against the Trailblazers. Looks like Holiday may be the only one out. So it looks like you got Tatum, Brown in there, White in there, Porzingis. Also, there's some question marks on him too. I'm getting mixed results. He's out. Yeah, it's funny because on one of my screens here it shows out, and then I have it. Then they put questionable, but he's out again against Portland. So yeah, he's definitely out. So there you go. That outs are Holiday and Porzingis for sure. Actually, I'm looking here. I'm looking at tomorrow's games for some reason. That's what popped up. Yeah, that's the thing. So it'll be questionable. Okay. This is also too interesting note in this one. This is a front end of a back-to-back, right? So tomorrow they're in Utah. So maybe that's the thinking here. Play here, and then tomorrow we'll see what happens.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how I was kind of feeling in this one as well. I like the Celtics today, and then tomorrow's probably the day to fade them.
Tomorrow might be on the fade alert for tomorrow. We'll see how that works. It's a tricky spot
in Utah. I want to see Utah's injury report clear up in that one tomorrow. But we know Utah has been a really good home cover team, so we'll see.
Yeah, Big Al there says the teams have four. We remember Big Al. I think Eastern Conference was worth about 45.5 and 46 for Western Conference. Utah about the best home court in the NBA over Big Al's in his database, right? Because we asked him that question last week, and he gave us the numbers there, how good of a home court that the Utah Jazz have, and it hasn't been bad. What did you take from this weekend's action in the NBA? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We did see the Lakers get a big win. Of course, the Bucks got that win as the Clippers sat some of the couple of starters there.
A lot did happen over the weekend in the NBA. Lakers, D'Angelo Russell, huge game on Friday night over the Bucks. Saturday, Clippers did pull out a win over the Bulls after getting beat up early in the game. Came back, found a way to bounce back. But then yesterday we saw Milwaukee get the job done. I think we're just, I think we're at the point of the season where we know who all these teams are. And it's just going to be a matter of how they match up come postseason time. I think it's just going to be a pure matchups game. I think 8 has the ability to beat 1. And I think 1 has the ability to go and win it all, a young team like the Thunder. So, a lot of good mix. Minnesota's banged up. It's a lot going on right now in the NBA. It's fun, though. I think it's Milwaukee's playing better in the East. Even though I still think it's Celtics' game to lose over there, I think it's still a Nuggets game to lose in the West. But anything can happen, man. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. And, of course, I was commenting about how I thought the Sacramento Kings were like the Lakers, a younger version of the Lakers. And that loss to Houston, barely got past the Rockets. This Kings team, I'm interested to see what they do after the season. I don't think it's going to be a successful playoff run for them. They may be one series and out. That's how I see them, the way how poorly they've been playing defensively at home. But is this a team that you could see make a lot of changes in the offseason?
I don't think they do. This is a team and a franchise, you got to remember, that hasn't had much success at all. So limited success for some of the smaller markets is a good thing. Ticket revenue and all that is probably at an all-time high. I think they probably try to solve it and add one piece because they might be just one piece away. So they might try to spend big in the offseason, or I don't know if they might have to trade, a bench guy, a couple of bench guys or something like that. Maybe a package Keegan Murray with some picks to try to go get a bigger name. But I think that's pretty much where Sacramento is right now. I think I'm with you. They're probably going to be one and done in the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, I've been disappointed with their defensive play here. I know Sabonis with the triple doubles, but man, it just seems that the game against the Spurs, that one against the Rockets, we see a lot of that home bad defense, and they share a market. They're about 45-minute drive from Golden State, so interesting to see how they move there. But Jay here on the Celtics here laying the 12 against the Trailblazers. This one of those late night games here. NBA TV will have it here. at 10:30 Eastern Time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at pick.com for tonight's action. Of course, NBA on the board. We're into Conference Championship Week now. Jay enjoying a fantastic NBA season. Look at this, 3,049 units of profit, all documented over at pick.com. So you can verify that simply by going to Jay's handicapper page. Go to Pick History. You'll see them up there. What do you have going over at the site?
Hey, man, off of an amazing weekend in the NBA. I like today's card. I don't love it, though. I'm not rushing to throw away any units or anything like that. So, we have plenty of NBA action throughout the week. I just have one play today, my NBA play of the day, and we're going for our 7th straight on our NBA play of the day. So I'm just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward there. You guys can scoop that play up today at Pick Dogs Premium, or you can hop on with me long term, and let's continue to kick the crap out of the NBA. Like I said, we're having more plays throughout the week. Conference tournaments, the big boys starting tomorrow in the NCAA, so we'll have plenty of action throughout the week. So you can hop on something long term, and let's continue making money here at Pick Dogs.
That's right, guys. Got to go with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs Premium. Over 3,000 units of profit in the NBA for this year. It's fully documented, so get on board. Remember that 1 month pass to get you all of Jay's premium plays for 30 days? Get you through it looks like the remainder of the NBA regular season. That'll get you right near the play-in time, right in April 10th, as well as all the college basketball tournament, NCAA tournament, the minor tournaments, the conference tournaments, baseball, the first couple of weeks of baseball as well. He'll give you some action on the ice as well. So he's ready to roll here. So go ahead and get on board here with Jay Briggs with that 1 month pass. But again, for those big bettors out there, Jay, you have your all access.
Yes, you guys can join my all access club, man. They're enjoying a tremendous season, up over 170 units for the season. So those guys are having a really, really, really good season. We're just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. It's a higher ticket. And the reason it's a higher ticket to join the All Access Club is because you have to be able to bet with a high ticket. And we don't want to flood you guys and overextend you. So it's for the bigger clients, the guys that have asked us for that next level premium service. But the guys that have been in there have and are enjoying some tremendous profits. And if you think that's for you, you should text the number 775-636-7674.
That's right, guys. Sign up and get on board if that's within your price range to get the all access. All right, Jay, as always, great having you on the show. Of course, the NFL season and new year starts on Wednesday. A lot of the free agent signings, NFL making some of the news. How do you think it's going to impact your team? Oh, no.
Free agency going on. We ain't done nothing but lose people. We ain't got no running back as of now. Tony Pollard gone to Tennessee. The only running back we have on the roster is five shorter than me, Deuce Vaughn. I like Deuce Vaughn, but we need to make some moves, man. Saquon Barkley to the Eagles. Man, that's a headache in its own.
You lost a defensive
Jalen Hurts and Saquon running the read option. That's gonna be a problem to deal with. So a lot of Kirk Cousins to Atlanta. A lot going on in the NFL. I love this time of year. I'm interested to see what else happens. Hopefully, I'm holding my fingers. I don't think it's going to happen, but I want us to just flip running backs with Tennessee. I need Derrick Henry to come to Dallas. Probably won't get my wish, but we'll see what happens.
Let's see if he's got some. How that can get the how's the tread on the tires?
Yeah, true. But I feel like behind our type of offensive line, our play scheme, he'll have some juice in the tires, man. We'll see. I don't know. We might be looking at something in the draft, though.
Yeah, I've noticed studying running backs for several years. I noticed that they have there's a certain level they have when they get past the first line of defense. If you get past the defensive line, then some of these running backs really show their speed when they get in the open field. You get past if you got a good offensive line, then can get Henry through that first level. That's when those big plays come.
Yep. And I think he would fit perfectly. We'll see. The Cowboys are notorious for not doing anything in free agency, so we haven't in a while. And as today has shaped out, we haven't done anything either, so we'll see.
There you go. So I've got people in the chat room. We'll have some Cowboy fans in there saying they will pick him Henry. We'll see how that rolls. Keep an eye. Remember, they can start putting pen to paper on Wednesday. That's when the new year ends. That's when the new fiscal year starts for the NFL. So keep an eye there. A lot of news dropping today in the NFL. All right, Jay. Let everybody know about your video series. Catch your NBA All Access in the morning show.
Yes, sir. You guys can catch me every morning with Mitch and Ruffalo. Mondays and Fridays, Costi pops in, and Wednesdays, Romanelli does as well. So you can catch me there every morning. And then you can catch my jam session dropping every morning as well. I go through every single NBA game on the card. Been an amazing season just on the jam session alone, man. I can't believe it, but we're continuing to keep it rolling, and I appreciate everybody that tunes in. And then you can catch me on the weekend shows where I host the Pick Dogs weekend show. So plenty of content for me here at Pick Dogs, and just trying to keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling, guys. So make sure like, subscribe, set those notifications. So when Jay drops those videos or he goes live, you can sign in right away, get the plays, and get the best numbers. All right, Jay, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Appreciate you, Tony T. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Jay Briggs here on the Drive-Thru. We'll continue on here on our show. Before we get to Brad, our newest feature here on the Drive-Thru is Ask the Chat. We asked the chat. I guess this might be a hard question because we're getting about only 8 answers already. So far, 5 for B, 3 for A. So chat pick of the day today is the Warriors at the Spurs. If you like the Warriors, type A in the chat. If you like the Spurs +5, it's B. You like the over 226.5, it's C. You like the under 226.5, it's D. Our chat pick of the day, you are now part of the Drive-Thru picks. So get your picks in there, guys. Let's see where we're rolling. Right now, we have 5 for the Spurs and 3 for the Warriors. All right, let's continue here on the Drive-Thru. We'll recap it. We still got time to get those picks in, guys, so get them in. Let's continue here on the Drive-Thru. Brad Francis up next. Catch him over at Pick Dodge Premium. We'll bring Brad in right now. Ready to roll here with more NBA coverage here on this card. Brad, what's happening?
Tony T, how are we doing today?
Doing great. All right, here we go. Raptors on the road to face the Nuggets. Look at this one here. Nuggets, 16-point favorites here, total 231.
Yeah, I'm looking at the over here. It's rare to see a total this high in a Nuggets home game, and I think that tells you something. I'm loving the over. When it comes to the Raptors, I'm not sure how they stop the Nuggets in this game. They're running Kelly Olynyk at the 5 spot for this game, and the other 4 guys starting in this lineup are guards. So I expect Jokic, Gordon, even MPJ to score. I will in this matchup. It's just an absolute nightmare matchup for the Raptors. And with that being said, the Nuggets are coming off a tough stretch of games. We saw them play the Lakers, Suns, and Boston all last week. So now they pretty much have a free win in the bag in this spot. I think they could come out a little lazy on defense. I think this could be a letdown spot for the Nuggets. I'm sure they win, but that number of 16 is very high. I'm not sure they covered that. So I see both teams scoring in this one. I think this game looks more like a pickup game rather than an intense NBA game. So I don't think we see much defense. There's a reason this number is this high. So give me the over here.
Yeah, Brad here on the over. We have seen the sharp money come here on this over. A matter of fact, 230.5 you can grade Brad at because the 231 right now is the sharpest book in the world. There's plenty of 230.5s in this one, and yeah, I can't argue this one. This one to me looks over, especially got the Nuggets facing a team that let's face it, they're just pretty much out of the playoff picture. They have not been playing really good defense, this Raptors team, and I could just see, with quickly out, some of their guards out here, I could just see a big day here for Jamal Murray breaking down the defense, Porter as well, Gordon around the bucket. I could see a big offensive production here for Denver, and probably a little lackadaisical defensively with a big lead.
Exactly. That's exactly my angle in this game. I think this may be the biggest mismatch of the whole NBA season. I mean, Kelly Olynyk at the 5 against this Nuggets team. That's going to end well, surely. So we'll see.
Yeah, that may not end well. All right, Brad here, Nuggets Raptors over 229. This one to have a start time here of 9 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Brad, let's take a look over at Pick.com for tonight's action. Of course, on the board tonight, we got 6 from the NBA. We got a few on the ice. Lots of college basketball conference action as well. Brad enjoyed a very good NBA season. You see the numbers here, 1,290 units of profit. All documented over at Pick.com. You can verify those numbers very simply by going to Brad's handicapper page. Hit the pick history. You'll see every play that he's released. What do you have going over the site?
Yeah, I got just one play on the site today. Light card, I want to ease into the week, so I got my best NBA play. It's my Monday NBA banger, so go check that out on the site. Like you said, NBA has been my bread and butter this season. I'm looking to keep it going in this one. I think I got a nice little edge for tonight's best NBA play. So check that out. It's Monday, great time to hop on a 7-day pass. These college basketball tournaments are going to get heated up, and I'm ready to fire. So good time to hop on.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Brad Francis over at Pick Dodge Premium. You see the great results. 1,290 units of profit. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off when you get on board with one of those long-term passes. Remember, we said you guys like that 7-day pass here on a Monday. Get all Brad's premium plays 7 days. Cover all the conference tournament action right now, as well as all the NBA and hockey. So get signed up. Pick as a promo code, save that 15% off. All right. Brad, as always, great having your show. Continue that great success. We'll catch up with you again next week. But let everybody know about your video series. We can catch up your parlay shorts here on the channel.
Yep. Yeah, dropping the parlay videos 365 days a week or a year. So go check those out. I've been enjoying doing them. And we've been hitting some lately. So check them out. Let's win some money together. And yeah, every single day the parlay videos are dropping.
That's right, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit those notifications, so when Brad drops those videos, you get them right away. All right, Brad, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again next week.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Good luck tonight.
You as well. Brad Francis here on The Drive Thru. Guys, if you ever miss a pick, we recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on. Before we get there, let's recap what we got going on here. It's the chat pick of the day, a new feature here. We'll I'll update you right now. So far, we got almost very close here. We got 9 on the Warriors laying the 5. We got 8 with the +5 on the Spurs. We have 3 on the under. Some of the under guys have woken up here. So we got some unders here. Chat pick of the day, Warriors at Spurs. If you like the Warriors, laying the 5A, Spurs +5B, over 226.5 is C, under 226.5 is D. So keep those votes, those picks coming in if you haven't already, and we will recap at the end of the show. All right, let's continue here on The Drive Thru. Up next, we're going to welcome in Jovan Burts. You can catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring Jovan in right now. Also catch his short series here on the channel. Jovan, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Tony? How are you?
Everything's going great. Everything's going great. All right, Jovan, we're going to be looking here at college basketball action tonight as we go into the WCC here for this one, and we'll get that board up right now, updated here. As looks like we will be looking at. Let's see, what do we have? I think we had the Gonzaga game, right? It was Gonzaga, Gonzaga and San Francisco. That's the one we have. Yeah, San Francisco, Gonzaga. Gonzaga, as you know, going to be big favorites tonight.
Absolutely, and this is the semifinals of the WCC. Because goodbye, and even though this is not a good year for target standards, they're not the top echelon team in the country like they have been. This is still the team, and I'm on them tonight. The bottom line is this: San Francisco had it to knock them off. They haven't been able to knock them off. In so long. It's just one of those, they're in their head. This was a down year for Gonzaga, and for San Francisco not muster up a W against these guys. They're not going to do it in this spot. This line is a little bit steep, but it's not. They still have talent. They're still among one of the best, if not the best, field goal percentage shooting team on the land. So I expect a double-digit victory out of Gonzaga, the Bulldogs. I don't think the Dons got it in them to keep it close. Gonzaga gets some separation like they normally. This is the WCC. We already know how this thing works. Gonzaga has come alive lately, and including on February 29th when these two teams played. Got a 16-point victory out of it. It's gonna, or 16 to 18 point to be, but it's gonna be much more of the same. Gonzaga late.
Gonzaga here to late here with Gonzaga here, says Jovan. San Francisco, before they faced Portland in a West Coast Conference tournament, they had lost 3 of 5. They had lost St. Mary's, and I remember Gonzaga being, a lot of folks like that home dog San Francisco in that Gonzaga game, and Gonzaga just kind of just ran them off at the end in that second half, and made a play for me because I looked at their body language, how distraught they were. Again, run off by Gonzaga in the final 5 minutes of that game, and they came around and lost on the road to Santa Clara as a road favorite. So it looked to me they were really distraught after that loss.
Yeah, and the thing about that game, while it was a home game for San Francisco, it wasn't at their home campus. It was at basically a neutral site. I believe it was where the Warriors play, and there's no advantage in that. So it's just one of those things. And where's this one being played? In Las Vegas, I believe.
Vegas.
Yeah. So so it's just one of those things. The Gonzaga fan base is gonna be there deep. I don't know about San Fran. I'm not too sure. It's probably gonna be there. It's close enough, but It's just one of those things where it's a psychological edge at this point. So and you know people are low on the Zags, but whether they win this tournament or not, I believe they still get into the big dance. Provided that they win this game, and I think they win this one handily.
All right, looking for a easy win there from Jovan here. Likes Gonzaga here, laying the night against San Francisco, 11:30 Eastern time over on ESPN2. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Lots of action here, as we mentioned here from college basketball. Also in play is action here from college basketball. A lot of conference tournaments in action as we speak. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, it's just a full disclosure. I've been having a rough time in the association. It's been hellish. Half point here, 2 points there. Not getting the cover when the whole game is the game's been covering. Just been one of those things. That's just the nature of the business. So tonight's the night that we get back on track in the NBA. I got one play in the NBA, a standalone play. I got a 5-pack in college basketball. I've been productive in college basketball at the right time, so, jump on that 5-pack for college basketball and then get something long term, 3 days, 7 days, 30 days, yearly. It's March Madness time. And if you rolled with me last year, you made yourself a lot of money rolling with me. And I'm ready to duplicate that, this year. So, basketball, one of the handicaps for the 2-4 capital promotional. You can't go wrong here. Sports that place and Pick Dogs. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Indeed, guys. Again, for Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs Premium. So the great results here from Jovan. In NBA had a good year. So go ahead and get on board. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. You can also add a multi-capper promotion as well. That 2-for-1 capper promotion. Simply just look for that and when you sign up. And, of course, get on board with Jovan. You guys love that 7-day pass here on the Monday because you'll get all the conference tournaments action as well as all the plays here from the NBA from Jovan. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, Jovan, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that. Have yourself a great evening. We'll catch up with you again on Friday. But let everybody know about your video series where now you can catch your shorts.
Yeah, I got a video short series going. Been rolling for about maybe 10 days or, I put out probably like about, I don't know, let's say 8 of them, and I've 8 or 9 of them. I've hit 3 of them, including over the weekend. So, just looking gain traction on that. Looking to hit every 2 out of 3 days, instead of what I'm hitting for now. I've been hitting those, so it is what it is. You've been getting that money if you've been rocking with me on that. So, I've been here, been doing all morning shows on the weekends. So it's all here. I got a lot of free picks.
That's right, guys. So check them out. Like, subscribe, set those notifications so when Jovan drops those videos, you get them right away. All right, Jovan, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again on Friday.
Absolutely. Have a great night. Win. We'll see you on Friday.
See you on Friday. Jovan Burts here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue here on the show, guys. If you missed a pick, we'll recap at the end of the show. And just want to let you guys know our newest feature here on the Drive Thru is Ask the Chat. We asked the chat pick of the day. The chat pick of the day today is Warriors at Spurs. If you like the Warriors, it's A, laying the 5 with the Warriors. If you like the Spurs, that's letter B, thought B, plus 5. Over 226 is C, under 226.5 is D. Right now, it's tied at 11-11. Right now, 11 on the Warriors, 11 on the Spurs, and 3 on the under. Nobody likes the over. Nobody likes the over in this game. It's either 3 on the under there. So right now, it's tied up right now. The chat room is split on this game, Warriors and the Spurs. All right, let's continue here on the Drive Thru. Up next, I'll get those votes in. We'll tally them up. If you haven't voted already, and we'll tally them up at the end of the show. Let's continue here on the Drive Thru. Up next, we'll bring in Rod Zawacky. Bring in Rod ready to roll with us here. Rod, what's happening?
Not too much, Tony. Watching some of this hoops action that's going on right now, and watching the show and listening to all the cappers before me, and getting ready for small card, bigger card tomorrow in the NHL. So definitely continue to roll. Conference tournaments kick off again tomorrow. So definitely looking for a big week. I'm excited.
Yes, big week
College
here.
basketball's been good.
Yep, very, very good this time of the year. A lot of excitement here. And, of course, tonight we go out to the ice here out west as the Kings host the Islanders. The Kings at $1.42 here. We total of 6.
Yeah, and you look at this one here, back to back for the Islanders. So you look if you want to look at a trend here, the Islanders 0-8 in their last 8 second half of a back to back. So kind of lead the Kings in this one, but that's not the way we're going to go. We're going to go some offense and maybe some lousy defense as well. You look, Riddick should get the start here for the one. Hasn't been good his last few starts. His last 3 starts, the past 2, he's given up 8 goals on 74 shots. He did have a nice start, but he's starting to revert to the back of his card and giving up goals. As I said, 8 in his last 3. And the other side, you got Sorokin getting the start for the Islanders, and maybe not that the Islanders are going to give up a whole pile. They defensively give up 3.2 goals a game on the road this season. Well, you look at their offense is the reason why I like this over 6. Their offense in the last 5 games, they've scored 5 goals, 5 goals, 4 goals, 7 goals, and 6 goals. You can almost get over this number on their own the way they're playing hockey right now. And I think the Kings offense can keep up. They're averaging well over 3 goals a game themselves. Overs the play in this one. I think we easily clear 6. If you want, maybe take an extended line. I think we get 8 or 9 goals in this one tonight.
All right, we got Ron here on the Islanders Kings here to go over the total in this game. And, of course, we've seen the Islanders really put up some goals up there at Anaheim and San Jose to start their road trip. At home against Boston, it just wasn't against the bad teams. They've been able to do it against some quality.
No, I think Patrick Waugh finally got his team going in the right direction, and they've definitely been lighting the lamp. Yeah, as to the tune of 5 goals, 4 goals, 7, 6. And we know the Kings defense, they've been shoddy at times too, giving up 5 goals, 4 goals. So either way you slice it, the 6 definitely a little bit shy for my liking. Take the over 6. We get that at a nice plus price. Love it. Take the over.
How does the playoff picture look out there in the East for the wild cards, for these teams the ones that are outside looking in?
It's going to be a scrap, right? You got to look at the top. It's going to be tough for anybody to beat. Carolina made some moves. They look real good, especially with Freddie back. Anderson back last game, and he looked real good. Didn't look like he missed a beat. So now you got 2 goalies rolling for Carolina as well. You know, Boston's always going to be a beast since Allmark kiboshed the trade. They're still going to have 2 goalies rolling forward. And look at Florida picking up Tarasenko in the East. I don't see anybody. Those top 3, and then the Rangers. You look at the New York Rangers. There's your top 4 in the East that are rolling right now. How do one of those top 4 teams do not come out of the East? I'd be shocked. Let's put it that way. The Islanders starting to roll here near the bottom dwellers. The Pittsburgh Penguins, as you see, they got rid of Gensel, and Crosby was a little bit perturbed that that's what happened. And I think they lost the locker room there. Did the whole Pittsburgh staff. I think they're just going to be a complete fade for me going the rest of the way. If you've got a disgruntled locker room against the back office, well, things usually don't turn out so well for the team because the players are the guys that play on the ice. They're not winning. You're not going to get anywhere. So I think the Penguins team sees as a write-off. I think that's what the back office wanted, which is kind of a bummer for Penguins fans, that's for sure. Because Crosby looked really bummed. It looked like he was trying to make a run. And then the Leafs, you can't count out the Leafs as a 5th team in the East that could pop out of nowhere. But we always think first round exit for the Leafs, right? Yeah. So there's 5 top teams that I would say my top 5 power rankings East wise. These tough. Yep. Easily those top 5 teams are going to come out. One of those teams are coming out of the East. I don't see how Florida does. And who beats Florida? That's the thing. Yeah. Florida's just been so strong all season long, and they added more offense. Tarasenko ripped in 2 goals already of offense. So already added to a team that was already rolling right along. And they added some offensive firepower too. Florida's going to be a tough out.
All right, we'll get to bonus in a little bit here. Rob, we're hitting the witching hour here, so everybody know what you have going over at pick.crim. Action on the board here from the NBA, action on the ice. Lots of college hoops this entire month. Rod having a great year here. As you can see in college hoops, 827 units of profit, all documented over at pick.crim. You can verify those numbers by going to Rod's handicapper page. Check out pick history. You'll see every play up there. What do you have going over at the site?
And over at the site tonight, I got my 10-star play of the day, and it is in college hoops. 79-54 run in college hoops. We had a great start college hoops. We hit a little bump. and then we become racing back in a big way. So jump aboard college hoops. 10-star play of the day, get it, and then jump aboard something long term with college hoops. Is that March Madness tournament starts and it ends. It's going to be quick. It'll be like 2 weeks. Boom, it's all over with. And you got to miss out. You don't want to miss out on any of those plays. So grab something long term. I also have an NBA drop a dime play. And then it's Monday. So I got a Monday triple that has 2 college basketball plays, including my 10-star play of the day, plus a play on the ice that I love as well. So jump aboard something over at Big Dog Stream. And as Tony said previously, that week pass is the way to go. That way you get all the conference tournaments going this week. We got NBA action. We got NHL. And you don't want to miss out on any of that money-making opportunities. Also, as Jovan said before me, take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional. Can't go wrong with that. 2 cappers, stuffing your pockets full of cash. Can't go wrong with that. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. Save 15% off. Some more. Let's continue to crush the books. I'm excited. I can't wait. Can't wait till the tournament starts.
That's right. Crush the books there with Rod Zawacky over Pick Dogs. Pick his promo code. Save that 15% off. All right, Rod. You always add any extra bonus here for the viewers.
Definitely, we got a bonus. I like Kevin Fiala here tonight for the Kings. You look, he's been the hot hand for the Kings. He's scored 4 out of the last 5 games. He's got a goal. And I also like David Pasternak to get an anytime goal for the Boston Bruins here tonight. I also love the Bruins. I think the Bruins rip up on the Blues in that one tonight. I just don't see where the Blues even have a hope. On the road, tough spot. Watch out for the Bruins. They're starting to turn things around. They had a little tough spot there where they were like playing a lot of overtime games. Not anymore. I think they picked up a couple defensemen there at the trade deadline. Can't count out these Bruins with 2 solid goalies. Swayman back in goal tonight as well. So gotta go with the Bruins. If you want, take them in regulation, knock off some of that juice. But for me, I think they take the Bruins on the puck line. Little bonus play. I think they whoop up on the Blues. 5-2. Bruins win tonight.
There you go, the bonus there from Rod. All right, Rod, let everybody know over at Pick Dogs, your video series, your A to Z from the NHL, a pick from every game on the board, as well as your parlay. We got some up tonight, but tonight you'll be working for that big card tomorrow as well.
Yeah, definitely. Big card tomorrow, 10 games, plus I got a parlay. So like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell. That way you get notified when all the news content drops at Pick Dogs. And hey, if you're looking for any of the hockey games, check them out. They're archived in the NHL section. Between me and Ruffalo, we got you covered on all the NHL action that you need over there at Pick Dogs. All archived. Do have a parlay you can get on it tonight. It's a goal scorer prop tonight, even with the small card. I found a 3-team NHL sniper parlay for you. Check it out. It's archived over there tonight. And the tomorrow's videos will go up shortly. As I said, 10 of those plus a parlay video over there as well. That's
right, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. So when Rod drops those videos and those parlays, you get them right away. Get those best numbers. All right, Rod, is always great having your show. Continue that great success, and we'll catch up with you again here on the drive-thru on tomorrow.
Thanks for having me, Tony. Appreciate everybody that tunes in. Because without you guys, we're not doing this here. So definitely appreciate everybody. Thanks for having me on the show, Tony. Good luck with your bets tonight, everybody. Crush the books. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Tackle the Book Tuesday. First, we got to crush Monday, so let's crush it.
Yes, crush Monday. Thank you, Rod. Rod here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on. Guys, you ever miss a pick or recap at the end of the show? Stay tuned for that. Let's update here. Ask the chat. We asked the chat the following. We always ask the chat for their pick. Chat pick of the day, our newest feature here on the drive-thru. Warriors at Spurs, not covered on our show today. A for the Warriors, B for the Spurs. C is over 226.5. D is under 226.5. Right now, we've got 13 for the Warriors, 12 for the Spurs, 1 for the over, 3 for the under. So very close here. We'll recap this at the end of the show. But right now, that's our chat pick of the day. So make sure you guys get those picks in there if you haven't already. We just got Brooke coming in here. He's coming in with the under. So another one on the under there coming from Brooke. So appreciate that contribution there. So we'll make a note. Brooke was the last one to vote. So next time up, we got another vote, another under coming in. So a couple of unders here. We got Fong coming in with the under as well. So actually no, that was somebody else. Fong coming in with A, I should say. So A now, 14 now on the Warriors side. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. And we'll get to my pick, and then we'll get to the recap here. So let's continue here. and get to my game, and then we'll let you guys roll here for today. We'll get to my pick here, East Tennessee State and Sanford. Well, what a line move this has been. Oh, my goodness. It was 10 overnight. It was 9.5 when I when I put it in, and now it's 8. So we're still going to stick with it. I like the value here on this East Tennessee State. These Buccaneers, I'll still ride with them here, but we have seen a huge, massive line move here. I'm with the sharp money in this one. East Tennessee State has a really strong offensive team on the glass. They force turnovers. Sanford, not a really good rebounding team on both ends of the floor. That's where I worry about this. These conference-type tournaments, they kind of get to a slower pace. People value, these teams value possessions in the postseason. I consider this postseason a conference tournament action, especially with these smaller conferences, right? This is kind of postseason for them. You're not going to get really an at-large bid out of here. But Sanford, not a really good rebounding team. That's when you have to look at these rebounds. Those possessions are still valuable. Sanford does not do that very well, and they're giving up 36% from 3, 51% around the bucket. The Buccaneers have won 5 straight, and they've been hot. They've been hitting 40% from 3, allowing 28% from 3. Let's take East Tennessee State here in this one at plus the 8. I have to grade me at 8. Let me see if it's 8 or if there's any other numbers out there, because I posted at 9.5. I liked it at 10 overnight, but nope, we're going to have to grade me on the number now, and 8 is the number because there's 7.5s popping up right now. So this has been a massive line move on this game here. So there we go. All right, guys, check out Pick Dogs. I got a best bet on the board tonight, so get on board. I also have a pick for my long-term subscribers. So best bets up there right now. You can also get my long-term pass. I have a 3, 7, or $30 sports pass. Get all my pre and plays for that time period you select. When you go to my handicapper page, make that purchase. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. All right, we're going to get to the recap. Before we get to the recap, let's give you the results here of our Ask the Chat pick of the day. And it looks like we are now closed. So we're going to say now it is the Warriors. The Warriors laying the 5 is the chat pick of the day. Warriors minus the 5, chat pick of the day. That is official now. All the bets are off. The chat pick is closed for now. We had 14 on the Warriors, 12 on the Spurs, 1. We're going to put 2 on the over because I like the over in this one, and there's 5 on the under. So that's how it rolls here for us. And of course, everybody's now getting. Now we got your chat pick of the day. Now it's time to put your best bets now in the chat. Put your best bets in the chat, and we'll read them off at the end of the show. So we got the chat pick of the day is going to be the Warriors minus the 5. My selection there on this one is the C over 226.5. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. Let's get to the recap, and I want you guys to put your best bets in the chat, and we'll read them here at the end of the show. All right, Brian was on St. Mary's, laid the 11.5 against Santa Clara. David here, Rangers laid the minus 135 against the Devils. Jay was on the Celtics here, minus 12 against the Trailblazers. Brad likes Nuggets, Raptors over 229.5. Jovan Gonzaga laid the 9 against San Francisco. Rod Islanders Kings over 6. I'll be on East Tennessee State. Grade me on the 8 now. That line has moved now to 8 against the Sanford. And the one I like the most, we'll go with the Brad here with Nuggets Raptors over tonight. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition of the Drive-Thru. Guys, get your best bets now in the chat, and I'll read them off as we close. That'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru. Guys, make sure to tune in again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring our cappers from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat plays to go with their plays in real time. Remember to always get started with that morning show. We're live here at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time during the week. We've got Mitch, we got Chris, we got Jay, and of course, we got a video series here from Mitch, his 7 picks in 5 minutes, his betting tools show, his roundtable discussion with the professionals. Jay with his NBA Jam session, also around the league from the NHL with Chris and his pick videos as well overnight. Also, we've got Rod Zawacky, A to Z NHL coverage, every game on the board a pick, as well as a parlay, so you want to check that out as well. Ron Romali, college basketball breakdown, picks from the college hoops from Romanelli. Also, all access with Big Al McMorty. Sharp trading plays from Costi. We also have Brian Bitler as well with his contrarian sharp plays. Dana Lane against the public betting. Short series here on parlay videos from both Brad and Jovan. Also, we have Mills' UFC rundown as well as his prop shop here every night. So make sure you guys check those out here. So lots of great content. Also, our man Wayne Scott with his boxing video series. So check these out, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. When we're live with you. to get the best numbers. All right, let's get to the chat's best plays of the night here. And tonight we've got Fernando likes the Bruins puck line from Fernando. Also coming in, Orlando 86, Islanders team total over 2.5, minus 130. They should get at least 3 goals against tonight, says Orlando 86. Brooke Jordan likes Denver first quarter, lay the 4.5. That's from Brooke. Chris White Thunder likes the Cavs here, plus the 7. Matthew here, Bruins lay the 2.5 their goals. Looks like they're from our man Matthew. Pistons minus 5 here from Okura. And of course, J-Man 45 likes Bruins money line, Rangers money line, Caps plus the 1.5, and more in here from Rod Zawacky in the chat as well. So guys, go to chat, check out Rod plus 1.5 with Washington as they are 4-0 last 4 against the Jets, liking the puck line there in that one. And of course, to recap here, chat play of the day will be on the Golden State Warriors minus the 5 is your chat play of the day to close it out. All right, that's going to do it here for the show, guys. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew for tonight. Anyway, goodbye to guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll catch up with